Hello. Today we're talking about dreams related to the Taurus moon. So this can apply for the new moon that's coming in Taurus or the full moon, depending on when you're watching this, and you can relate it back to your dreams around that time. So Taurus is a fixed earth sign and it's ruled by the planet of love and abundance, which is Venus. Venus is also related to the heart chakra. So all of these things can relate and be showing up in your dreams. There is a lot of focus with the Taurus energy on relationships as well as stability and financial security. So if you're not feeling very secure or stable in your finances, maybe worrying about abundance or paying off some things or some debts creeping in, then your dreams may be showing this insecurity up in random ways, right? So really noticing those symbols and how they can be translated to what you're feeling if it's related to finances. Sometimes I do find that work type dreams can show up, but not in the sense of like working on a project like Capricorn energy, but more in the sense of having something that you are feeling secure and stable in, having that job security. So this energy that you may be feeling right now can also ask you to revisit your value systems, because Taurus is all about what their value systems are. If it's been a little bit hazy with conditioning from society or from family, it really asks you to tap into what your personal value systems are and reconnect with that as well. Also, the Taurus is related to the bull energy, which is very grounded, but can be stubborn and hard-headed. So notice if that stubbornness is showing up in your dreams. Perhaps if you've been having issues with somebody, are you the one that's been stubborn, or is somebody around you really not budging in meeting eye to eye or creating uh, some type of clarity in the communication to really move past whatever the issue is. So with this energy, like I mentioned, it's very grounded, it's earth energy, and wants to make sure that you are walking on that steady ground. So not only is this related to your financial systems, and whatever your financial situation is, but also creating a financial plan to see where you want to be. So Taurus is really looks at the big picture, looks at the long-term plan, and is quite patient in the sense of working slow and steady for something that's going to be stable and lasting. This relates to finances, abundance, as well as relationships because of that Venus planet ruling over this sign. So maybe relationships are showing up in your dreams, perhaps actually getting more clarity on what it is that you are looking for if you are looking, or things that you may want to embrace more with your partner right now. Uh, Taurus is also very sensual, more in the sense of connecting to the pleasures of life, connecting to all the senses, embracing all the senses, connecting to earth, maybe gardening or just getting your bare feet in the ground. And really tapping into all those senses. So I know I've personally had dreams where I'll wake up and remember a scent of an oil, and then I end up realizing that that's the oil that I need to use, or just see an image of a crystal and then realize that that's look up kind of the crystal based on the color, the texture, what it looked like, and then realize that that's what I need to work with. So if you are familiar with essential oils or crystals, then maybe these will be showing up in your dreams as an actual tangible tool to use in your daily practice. So aside from that, I believe I already mentioned that it's slow and steady energy. So if it's related to kicking off a project, maybe during the new moon, it's really seeing what your goal is with your finances or with the relationship, and then moving slow and steady towards that goal. Another thing about this Taurus energy that can be showing up in your dreams, I did mention the stubbornness with the bull energy. If something has upset you, it might take you a while to kind of get to that peak where you are upset and kind of blow up. but then it's also going to take a while to move past it, and it's like slow to grow and also slow to change because of that fixed energy that's just kind of building up. It allows it to build up, and then it takes a while to cool off. So keep that in mind if you are dealing with a Taurus person or having dreams if you're yourself or are a Taurus. So in a summary, I guess, this energy and these dreams can also be showing you to, yeah, work for these goals that you have, these long-term goals, but also celebrate all these wins. So maybe you work on a project, but then you celebrate with a massage or something that connects all the senses that Taurus loves to connect with. Um, so yeah, so not letting that stubbornness get in the way from enjoying the pleasures of life. Some of the low sides that can be showing up either in your dreams or even in your day-to-day life, since astrology does affect our waking life as well, is that not only the stubbornness that I've mentioned, but also greed, possessiveness, and sometimes laziness, since the Taurus energy is kind of hard to shift and kind of, it's not like Aries who has that get up and go energy. With Aries, which we talked about last month, if you haven't seen that, you can check out my video in the playlist. But Aries has that rearing up the engines and ready to go and take initiative. And just like it does that, it's easy to start projects but not finish them. So with Taurus, it might take a little bit more effort and more push to get it going. But once it's going, it's going to be fixed and will continue going steady at a steady pace. So if you're finding yourself in that lazy mode, maybe your dreams are reflecting that you are maybe physically not moving. I've heard about dreams where like you are moving in slow motion. So maybe it's saying you need to pick that back up and actually get going, bring in some of that Aries energy and get going. Or maybe you're moving too fast and it's asking you to slow down so that you don't miss some crucial things along the way that would prevent you from having that lasting result. So those are a couple of things. If you are expressing some of the low sides or it's showing up in your dream and you want to work with it, some recommendations are rose quartz, which is great for unconditional love. It's good for relationships if that's your focus, and also for self-love, because the way that we love ourselves is the way that we are then able to love others. And another one would be black tourmaline, which is great for getting grounded and slowing down. If you still have that Aries go, go, go energy, then you might need some assistance with black tourmaline or even smoky quartz. Another good one would be green calcite, which is good for abundance and also calms emotions. So you can use those. I like mentioning the green and the pink crystals because it connects to the heart chakra, which is related to the Venus energy, which ties into Taurus. So you can use all of those. Or pick and choose depending on what you're working with. And for essential oil recommendations, I would say wintergreen, which helps you to let go of the need to always be right. So if you are struggling with being stubborn or being overly controlling with something or someone or whatever the case is, then wintergreen can help soften that so you can let it go. And you can also use sandalwood, which helps release possessiveness and overthinking while helping you connect to different types of spiritual practices like meditations or different rituals. Perhaps you want to do a new moon ritual or a full moon ritual whenever the time is that you're watching this. Another one that I want to recommend is the Peace from doTERRA. It's known as the Reassuring Blend, and that one helps you feel inner peace and calm. And it has a blend of oils. So it has vetiver, which is super grounding, lavender, which is a mild sedative, ylang ylang, frankincense, clary sage, marjoram. I think that's about it. But you can use that as well. They have them in roller bottles, or you can diffuse it and work with it with your dream work practice or in your new or full moon ceremonies. So one last thing that I do like mentioning, if you're doing this for the new moon, which at the time of this at the time of me making this video, the new moon is tomorrow actually, May 11th. you can look at your chart and see what area, what house the moon is highlighting. So, for example, mine is highlighting the seventh house. I can then use that to focus my intention on that and also work on, it's like working with your intention, but supercharging it with the new moon because it's already highlighting that area in your chart. And if you don't know where it is or how to look at that, I do have a mini little workshop on my site, thedreamingyogi.org. You can go to my courses and check that out. I walk you through plotting your chart and then seeing where the moon is or where Mercury is, where anything is. And I run down what the houses stand for. So you can give that a try if you are feeling a little bit blocked of what intention or what release to take. It's really good to see what's already working in the sky with your chart so that you can, work with the energies instead of against them. So that's all I wanted to share today. Keep an eye out for your dreams and if it's having some type of Taurus energy. I did mention new and full moon, but you can do this at any point in time throughout the month. I like to journal my dreams and then look at where the moon was. The moon changes signs every 2 to 3 days. So at some point, it's going to be hitting Taurus and every month, and you can see if that's that energy that's showing up in your dream, or if it's having some type of aspect with other planets, but that might be a little bit more in depth for those who don't know about astrology. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to share. If you're having trouble remembering your dreams, I do have a new free resource on my website, thedreamingyogi.org. You'll see a little tab that says Dream Recall in the menu, and you can just download it. It's full of prompts and it has 3 main simple rituals that you can do even when you're running low on time in the morning to start really remembering the details of your dreams. So I hope this was helpful. I would love to know what your new moon intentions are or your full moon releases or wherever it is that you are seeing this Taurus energy in your life. So I will talk to you next time and I hope you're enjoying this little series. Bye.